Okay, so I'm going to play the song that we're going to learn today. I'm going to play it, and then we'll see if you can hear if the mix is okay.
Hello, Lee. Can you hear it?
Is that okay?
It's Heck here. I can't hear your guitar or your music, so I don't know if everybody else is the same. But I don't like interrupting you because it spoils your rowdy. But obviously, it's no good you going on because I can't hear you, and I'm not sure if other people can.
Okay, let me try.
Maybe check your chat.
Try this one now. Ready?
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, cool. And you can.
Yeah,
the mix is okay. The guitar's not too loud.
Sounded good there.
Cool. All right.
I'll switch off.
Okay, cool. I'll do the once we start as well, guys. In 2 minutes' time, we'll I'll do the. Oh, can anybody hear my cat? Okay, so once everybody's joined, I'll do the mute all thingy because I know that it can be a bit tricky. I'll let my cat in a minute. She wants to come in. She'll come in for 2 minutes and then she'll want to go back out. You happy? Happy? Not for long though, is it? Okay, so I'll have a quick play through the song, guys, just whilst we wait. So you can kind of get a vibe for what we're going to be doing. Nice tremolo on that guitar. It's the house time you need culture. It's good to see this way. 'Cause love and truth may not be this shit will carry out. Oh yeah. So that's the vibe we're going for today. Okay, so it's quarter past, so we're going to start. All right, so I hope you're all doing super good. So in this club, we're going to be continuing onwards with our F chord, and we're going to be doing so through the song of Monsters and Men the song Little Talks of Monsters and Men. Okay, so the original song here, right, guys? If you want to play along with the original, you're going to need a capo, and you're going to need to put it on fret number 1. But you don't need a capo for this session because I basically dropped the original song 1 semitone, so we can play it in open tuning. Okay, so a couple of questions just to double check all of your theory. So don't forget, straight after this lesson, Justin's going to be streaming a live theory session on YouTube. So as soon as you finish this, jump on and you learn more about this stuff. So the song's going to be in 4/4 time, in the key of C. Obviously with a cap on fret 1, it's not quite C, but we're going to think of it as the key of C. The chords we've got, yet again, we've got a C, we've got an F, but we're going to be playing an F major 7, we've got an A minor, and a G, right? They're the 4 chords that we're going to be playing throughout the whole song. So, 4/4. Can anyone remind me what we mean by 4/4? I know that I ask this a lot, but it's just for the rest of you that might not know what it means. 4/4. Anyone put it in the chat? Let me get the chat. 4 beats to the bar. Yeah, exactly. So we've got 4 beats to the bar, 4/4. So we're in the key of C major. And again, who remembers what are probably the most used chord in any key? What are the most used chords? We've got 7 chords in a key. What are the most used chords? What numbers? Can anyone put that in the chat? We've got 1, 4 and 5. Yes, the second one. So 1, 4 and 5, yes, but we've also got the 6 in there as well. The minor 6, okay? So the 1, the 4, the 5 and the 6. So in the key of C major, the 1 chord is the C. Now whenever you're playing in the key of C major, you're always going to see the 4 chord, which is an F. In this case, an F major 7. You're always going to see the G, which is the 5 chord, and you're always going to see the minor, the A minor, which is the minor 6 chord. So whenever you're practicing specific changes to and from the F, bear these chords in mind. A minor to F, your 1 minute changes there, your C's to your F's, your 1 minute changes, and your G's to the F's as well. Okay, cool. So just checking my notes. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go through level 1 first. So this level is going to be for people that might not be ready for an F chord, okay? So if you listen to the start of the song, I'll just play it here. It goes like this. So there's a really cool horn section, and if you, let me just grab my little screen. If you've got access to the JustinGuitar tabs, you'll get this up and it'll look on the song page. You'll get it up and it will look like this, right? You'll see it and it'll look a little bit, I'm not sure if I can get that in there so that you can see. Oh, it's going to remain white, I think. But essentially, it's the horn section up on the 12th fret up here, okay? Now, for some of you, it might be quite hard to get up here, up on the 12th fret with an acoustic guitar. So we're going to take it down an octave, and we're going to learn that first for the level 1, just for those of you that might not be ready for an F chord. And then I'm going to show you 2 other ways of playing it. The level 2 stuff is going to be how the lady from the band plays this song live, and then I'll show you level 3, which is how the gentleman from the band plays this song live. Okay, so I'm going to get into a little bit of a close-up just to show you this lead line. It's fun to play. Make sure you can see both hands. Okay, it's Susie. Okay, so we're going to start off. We're going to be using finger number 1 and finger number 3 for this whole section, okay? And we're only going to be playing either an open string, or we're going to be playing fret 1 with finger 1, or fret 3 with finger 3, and we're only going to be playing on the E string, which is the first string, or the B string, which is the second string. All right, so it's the horn section starts off with fret number 1 on the B string. Okay, we're just going to play that once. Then we're going to move up onto the E string, and we're going to play it 3 times. So we get. Okay, so that's just going to be. Okay, one more time. So the fret 1 on the B, and the high E string. Okay, from there, all right, we're then going to go back to fret number 1 on the B string. And then we're going to go back to the high E string there. Okay, so we'll call that section 1 and section 2. So section 1 would be section 2 would be. So we're only playing 2 different notes so far, okay? So we've got section 1, section 2. So all together we'll get. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat section 2 again. So section 2, we'll just make another section and call it section 3. So section 2 and section 3 are both the same. So we're going to get this right. Section 1, section 2, section 3. Now on section 3, this high E string here is just going to last a little bit longer. So altogether we'll get. And then we're just going to come up with third finger on fret number 3 on the first string, the high E string, and play that once. Okay, so this is going to give us. Okay, so that's the first half. All right, next half then. It's going to be, we start the same. So that's the same as the first half. We play fret 1 on the B string once. And then we play the high E string 3 times. And then we move up onto the 3rd fret on the first string. And then open again on the same string, okay? So onto the second half, that's going to be the first finger on fret 1. Play the first string 3 times, then play fret 3, and then 0. And then to finish up here, we're going to play fret number 3 on the B string, and then fret number 1 on the B string again. So you can write this out and tab it out if you need to. It can sometimes be a little bit much to remember as you're going. So I'm just going to do that second half again, all right? So we get first finger fret 1 on the B string, play the high E 3 times, then we're going to play fret 3 on the high E, and then 0 on the high E. And then to finish off on the B string, we're going to play fret 3, and then fret 1. Okay, so the second half would be. And then it goes back around, and there's one little section that takes us back into the start again, and that's just going to be. So that was on the B string, 0, 1, and 3. Okay, so the whole second half would be this. Then it goes back around. When it goes back around, when you go to the when it goes back around, we don't play that note there. Like when we start the whole thing, we play this note. We do that right, but when we go back around, we miss out that note. We just play the 3. Okay, so when you come to the end of it and you go back around, we play the 0, the 1, and the 3 on the B string. And then we go back around by playing the high E. That part's the same. Oh, sorry. Sorry. One more time. Quite a lot to remember there in regards to the notes, but don't forget this session's being recorded and it will be put up on the website, so you can look back at that there. I'll just go through that like one more time just to make sure that you've all got a good idea for how it goes. It's quite fun to play actually, and again, I like it when students kind of use the fingers in other ways other than just playing chords, because it just helps condition the fingers and it creates finger independence, flexibility, and all that, which I think helps with the chord changes and the chord playing. So I'll go through it one more time, right guys? So the first half, right, we start off first finger on fret 1 on the B string, play it 1 time, play the high E string 3 times, okay, then first fret B string, high E string, first fret B string, and then we play there. So that first part was okay. Second half was high E. So it's the same thing as the first time round. We play fret 1 on the B, 3 E's. Then we play fret 3 on the high E string once, followed by 0 on the high E. Then 3 to 1 on the B. Then we're going to go back around by playing 0 on the B string, fret 1 on the B string, and fret 3 on the B string. And then back around again, okay? So that's basically, you can play that there over both the intro and the chorus. And if you're kind of like really brand new to the F chord, essentially, you can still play the song just by playing that section there. All right then, so yeah, using the C major scale, that's right. So I'm not sure if you've all got your C major scale down. Up to here. So 1 octave would be. So we're not going to go through that scale here, but yeah, going up into the C major scale. All right then, so, okay, so let's go through the level 2 stuff, okay? So the chords we've got again, we're going to be playing this week an F major 7. So last week we really focused on getting this first finger down like this. Now a few of you in the WhatsApp group said that you found it easier to get this first finger down like this through playing the F chord like this and then flattening the finger out. So getting your regular F chord, so it could be like a mini F like this, and then flattening the first finger out like that. Now you can try that for your Learning to Fly by Tom Petty. For this song though, we're going to be using an F major 7, okay? So on the JustinGuitar tabs, as well as providing tabs, you also get like a chord sheet. Now, again, I don't think you can see that maybe, but you get a chord sheet with the words and with the chords as well, in regards to where the chords land in the context of the words. So level 2 then, right? We're going to be playing our F major 7 like this. So it's a mini F. First finger now is going to be playing fret 1 on the B string, but it's going to be curled so that your high E string rings out as well, okay? If it doesn't ring out the high E string, it's not the end of the world, but you want to be aiming for that, okay? Then we're going to be placing second finger down and then third finger down in that mini F position there. You don't really want to be hitting this low E string. It sounds a bit muddy, if you ask me, so we don't want to be hitting that. If you hit the A string here though, it still sounds quite cool, I think. A is the 3, it's the third note, so again, a bit of theory here. So check out Justin's class later. It sounds cool. So this is how the lady plays the, I'm not sure her name, I should find out her name really. But this is how the lady plays her F chord for this song. So essentially then, right, you can hit the A, but you don't have to. You can just aim for the bottom 4. It's usually more common to aim for the bottom 4 strings in regards to the direction of the strings. Okay, so just see if you can get that. Get the high E string ringing out. That's the major 7 note. And then if you hit this note, that's cool. So what she does in the song then, she goes from here, okay, and then she takes, the next chord is going to be, sorry, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit. The first chord that we play in the song isn't the F. This is the F that we're going to play, but the first chord that we play in the song is an A minor. and then we go to this mini F, okay? So we basically need to take these two fingers. We can keep first finger down as an anchor. We'll take fingers 2 and 3 up, but try and take them up at the same time rather than one at a time like that. Okay, try and take them up at the same time. And then what you want to try to do is try to create that shape with both fingers so that they go down at the same time. A lot of the time, what most people do when they first get into playing this chord, they'll take the fingers off, then they'll just build the chord with second finger, and then usually third finger. Pardon me. So what you want to be aiming for is getting the fingers down at the same time, all right? So to do that, you've got to develop a bit of independence between these two fingers. So like usual, one exercise that I like students to work on is keep the first finger down here, and then just see if you can take each of these fingers and move them up and down like this. So this is just going to train the fingers to be able to move in this kind of way. So you can make certain shapes, whether it's kind of a G shape like this, whether it's a C shape like that. Okay, so you need to bring the two fingers up together on the A minor, make the shape with that F, that mini F there, and bring them down together. If when you bring them down, they miss the string slightly, that's fine, just correct it. And then when you're on the mini F like this, I want you to make just a couple of little jumps, maybe 1 centimeter up, just with the two fingers. And what that does, it just trains your fingers to identify how much they need to open, what shape they need to make in mid-air. Okay, and that'll help you get the two fingers down at the same time. So back to the A minor, both fingers down at the same time. You can try jumps on the A minor, make the shape to the F major 7, a few little jumps again, just to get used to that shape. Okay, so we've got A minor, we've got this mini F with the A in the bass if you want to. And then from here, we're going to take this same shape, two fingers up, hold the shape, try to move them both up at the same time, and then down at the same time for the C chord. Okay, so what we can practice here is going back down to the mini F, and then up to the C. And again, rather than going like that and like that, which is okay if you've just learned the song, if you've just learned the chord, but once you get going, you really want to be working the fingers whilst they're in mid-air, because that's where they're going to do a lot of work in regards to chord changes. If you think about chord changes, it's all about what the fingers do in mid-air, right? Like changes, chord changes are harder than playing a chord, because with any chord, you just hold a note, grip the finger down so it doesn't move, hold another note, grip it down so it doesn't move, hold another note, grip it down. So they're all gripping. So they're kind of working, but nowhere near as hard as if they've got to make that same shape with no gripping in mid-air. They're working way harder. So if you can work your fingers in mid-air by trying to manipulate a specific shape, that's what we want, okay? So from here, F major 7 to the C. Now the fourth chord is going to be a G chord. Now the G chord that she plays live, she basically keeps this down again, and then she takes these two fingers here, keeps the same shape, and she just moves it up onto the G there. Now this note here, in a G chord, this might be a little bit of an advanced question, but anyone know what note that is over the G chord? Ninth, not quite the ninth on the G. On the G, right, this B string, again a bit of an advanced question, the B string, that's going to be the third, right? That's the third of the chord, the B. So if that's the third, fret 1 on the B will be the, any idea, 1 up from the third? It's the 4th, yeah. So 11th as well, yeah. So 4th and 11th, pretty much the same thing. So this just adds a little bit of a flavour to a G chord. Now, I'm not sure with this one here. I'm presuming she's going to be muting it. And she'd probably be muting it kind of with some part of this hand here. If not though, if it rings out, it's a 6, so, you know, it's cool. Okay, so what we can practice then, guys, right, keeping this first finger down, we can go back to the C here. And then we can just, like we did last time, just take these 2 fingers here. When they're down for the C, we can keep them there easy peasy. But as soon as we lift them up, for some people that are not familiar with the changes, your fingers are going to go a little bit crazy and it's going to feel a bit tricky. But try to maintain the shape the best you can. Like spend 20 seconds if your fingers are doing weird kind of stuff like this. Don't worry about it, just make the shape the best you can. Bring them down at the same time. And again, if you've missed slightly like this, just readjust. And once you've readjusted, just do some gentle 1/2 centimeter or maybe 1 centimeter. The higher you jump, the more your fingers are gonna kind of move out of place. So just do a few jumps just to get used to that shape there again. Okay, so you can then practice just the C. So I'm just gonna call this a G with a 4, right guys? So C to the G. I'll just refer to it as a G. So all together, right, back to the A minor. Give your hand a little shake if it's feeling a little bit tight, a little bit tense. Remember, whenever we play, we want to try and remain as relaxed as we can. Kind of shoulders, back, neck, jaw muscles, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to start off on the A minor. Keep first finger there, 2 fingers up. Make the shape to the mini F. Don't forget the high E string. That's open throughout. Now, if you're accidentally muting it with the first finger, the bottom part of the first finger there, you're still okay, all right? You can still kind of play this chord here, sorry, this one. Even if it's muted, it's still an F, right? It's still gonna work. But just know that you wanna kind of consciously work to get that curled up so you get that F major 7 sound. Okay, so A minor, make the shape to the mini F. Bring these 2 here up 1 string each. And then up 1 string each again. Okay, so let's have a little look at the strumming pattern for this level 2, right? So this isn't the strumming pattern, it's slightly simplified, only slightly. I'll write it out first so that you can visually inspect it and maybe write it down yourself. So I'll do this quick and as neat as I can. Okay, so we're going to go with this one for the level 2, right? Just a straightforward down, 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 up, down, up. It's quite fast in the song though. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, I'll slow it down when we play it through though. Okay, so you can write that down and take a picture if you want to. All right, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, down, 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 up, down, up. So if we take that, okay, now you know the chords. I'll just come back here. So we're going to play down, 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 up, F, down, 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 up, C, down, 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 up, and then this G. The song is much, much faster. It's more kind of, wait. Sometimes I play the wrong thing slightly because I get confused as to which kind of part from which level I'm doing. So if I do that, I do apologize. So that's the speed there, but you can start off just simply down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. We could put a transition strum in as well, guys. So if you remember, a transition strum. This one here, who remembers what a transition strum was? Same chord progression as Save Tonight, Eagle Eye Cherry. Oh, is it? That's, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, different strumming pattern, isn't it? Different vibe to the... What does Eagle Eye Cherry go like now? Wait, where's my plectrum gone? Wait. There it is. Yeah, what's it called, like Eagle Eye Cherry? There you go. So if you learn this, you've also learned Eagle Eye Cherry. Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry. Yeah, cool. So, all right then. So a transition strum was, for anyone that might not know, it is a strum that we hit whilst we're transitioning from one chord to the next, all right? So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So the and that comes after 4, that one there, you can like have your fingers move into the next chord. So you'd have like a down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. That's the transition strum. Just gives you a little bit more time. So I'm putting transition strums in there, and I don't think it's that noticeable. So you can pop that in there. Okay, so what we'll do, let's see, we'll give that a little play through. Now that's going to be the strumming pattern for the main part of the song, which is the intro and the verse. And you'll be happy to know that for the verse, we've pretty much just got a C, one strum. Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry, we've got A minor for one strum. Then we've got an F for one strum, this version. Then the C for one strum. So there's going to be one bar of F, so it'll be one. Oh, sorry. It's going to be one bar of A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. One bar of F, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 bars of C, but we just strum it once. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 1, 2, 3, 4. C for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all open strings on transitions, yeah? So just hit the, so it won't be all open strings in this case because we've got this first finger anchor. So just answering a question in the chat, guys. Somebody's asking if when we're doing a transition strum, it's going to be all open strings. Now, if we were changing from, say, an E chord, down, down, up, to a G, then it would be all open strings, right? Because all of the fingers come up and then down to the next chord there. But if we've got an anchor finger, like going from an A minor to the F, the first finger can stay there. So it won't be all open strings. First finger will be down there. Okay, so the verse again, guys, was pretty much straightforward, this one. A minor for 1 bar, F for 1 bar, and C for 2 bars, okay? So I bring the song up, but maybe we'll have a little play through. Now you can do whichever part you want. You can give this a go. But you might need to maybe get that into the muscle memory a bit more first. Okay, so the original speed is this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, what's it? Sorry. But I'll slow it down just to start with. Down, up, down. This speed. Okay, Okay, so I can't count us in again because I don't have, the song doesn't count itself in. I'm just going to start. I'm going to let it play through once. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4 for when we're all going to come in on the A minor, okay? And then I'll stop it just before the verse, and then we'll give the verse a little play through. All right then, so here we go. This is the first time through. Let me try that again. Here we go after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. So let's try that actually without the music, all right? Coming closer here so you can see my fingers a bit better, because that might be a bit much too soon for some of you, right? So we're going to be strumming this, right? Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. This speed here, right? Let's try that. Ready after 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we'll try the verse, which again was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, yeah, A minor, F, C, C, sorry. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. And if you're somebody that's got an electric guitar and like a multi-effects or something, or like an amp with a bunch of effects on it, pull out a bit of tremolo, little tiny bit of reverb and a bit of tremolo, which is that kind of where the volume kind of like goes up and down slightly, because that's what's being used in the song. Okay, so let's try the verse with some music, then we'll go into the last section. We'll go into the last level. So the verse then is going to be this section here. What I'll do, I'll put this part up to 100% because there's only one strum per bar. So the new speed of the music is going to be this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
So hold my hand, I walk through my day. The stars creep as you sleep, it's keeping me awake. It's the house telling you to close your eyes.
So we'll come in here where the beat comes in, because it's quite hard to hear the guitar unless you're really, really listening, and I'm not sure you're going to hear it over Zoom because I can only just about hear it myself. Okay, so we'll come in from...
It's the house telling you to close your eyes.
3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2. So I'll give you a quick count of 4 again. Don't forget it's going to be A minor, F, and 2 C's, okay? Let my cat out because she's going to keep me out otherwise. Come on in. Come on in. Come on. All right, so, ready? Here we go. A minor, F, C, and C.
It's the house telling you
1, 2,
to close your eyes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. there is like one little G in there as well on the last, but one time around. We do play that A minor, F, C, and then it goes to a G, which is essentially the chorus. So you can put that in, and whatever G you decide to play, actually for the level 2 G, all right, we're going to play, we'll put that one in there. So the last but one time you play this through is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go back to the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the F, and then on the last time you play the C, we're going to play a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so that last time around will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then it goes into the chorus, which is, sorry. Etc. Okay, so anyone got any, let's make it a new level. Every time you hear meow, you can change chord. I like that. When I play the F chord, the G string sounds terrible. Am I the only one? When you play the F chord, so you're thinking this note here, right? Sorry, that note, right? So is it sounding terrible in regards to sounding muted like that? Or is it sounding a bit buzzy? So if it's muted, it's either going to be the bottom part of this finger touching it here, or it could be that you've not got a nice connection with this finger here. Same with the buzzing. It might be that this second finger here is just not pressing down quite cleanly enough. So yeah, if it's muted, just make sure, pluck the string, and if you can feel like a vibration on this finger, you know it's this finger, right? Sorry. But if you can't feel a vibration on this finger, it could, you could just take this off and just see if this note here is holding the note down correctly. If it's like that, it means you've got to apply a bit more pressure with this finger. So remember positive finger placement, which basically means you want to get the finger right up close behind the metal fret wire. The closer you get it, the less pressure you need to apply. All right, so no sound out of tune, unless the guitar's out of tune a little bit. Sometimes it's the intonation. So the G again, I'll come in a bit closer here, right? So say that's the, oh, you mean the G chord, right? So essentially, there's the A minor. Take these two off here. First finger there. Say you go to a C chord. For the version of the G we're playing in this level 2, we're going to keep first finger there. We'll just take these two and move them up one string each to there. That's the version for level 2. And this is what the lady plays in the band when she plays it live, at least in the version that I watched a little bit earlier today. Okay, so let's go on to level 3. Okay, so level 3 then is pretty much how I've always played this song. It's also what's written in the JustinGuitar tabs, and it's also what I see the gentleman from the song playing. So the A minor is going to be the A minor. Now we're going to be playing the F major 7 like this. So the same way that we played the slightly bigger F last week, but without the first finger flat, we're going to have it curled so that you can get this high E note. Do you know as well, whenever you're playing like in the key of C major, whenever you're playing in the key of C major, whenever you've got an F, you can always add your own little twist to it by varying up an F chord or an F major 7. So say you're playing something like C to F, you could play 1, 2, 3, 4. So F major 7. And whenever you go to a G chord in the key of C major, you can always like add this. If you play your G like this, you can always add this fourth note here. So I'm going to make you all a video actually, a bonus video that I was meant to do before now, for the Learning to Fly club last week, where Tom Petty plays. He does this cool little thing here on his G chord. He plays it live. He plays the song, what was it again? Oh no, what was it? That was it. Plays it like that, but I'll put that in a little bonus video for you. So back to this version here then. Yeah, just know whenever you're playing these chords in anything in the key of C major, you can add these extra notes. It's cool, right? They just add colour to the chords, that's all. So the F we're going to be playing then is this version of the F major 7 here. We could play the C like this, like normal, and the chap in the song plays his G like that with the third and the pinky here. But you can play it, sometimes it feels a little bit easier to play from a C chord to the G, like that. Now you can choose whichever G you want to play here, but yeah, that's how he plays it there. So I'll play it like he plays it there. So we've got A minor, F major 7, C, and G like that. Now if you want to, this can be a little bit of a push, but just for those of you that might already have this version of the F major 7, because we're playing this note here, which is the 5th note, a bit more theory again, so don't forget Justin's class after this. That's a 5th note, so we're playing with the 5th in the bass right now. If you want to, you can try this. It can feel quite tough though to start with. You can maybe try getting your thumb on fret 1 on the low E string, like that. It can feel difficult to start with, but it could be something you can practice more medium term. So maybe play the song like this for now, but then maybe practice, if you want to get that F note in there, that low F note, give that a go. It can feel quite tough. Okay, so they're the chords there that we're going to be using for level 3. That's what we got in the song. And we're going to change the strumming pattern ever so slightly. So the strumming pattern that we're going to be using is very similar to what we just did, but we're going to make it a little bit fiddlier by removing, using this Tipex tape that I've had for ages. Just going to remove one of the strums. So we're going to ignore this one here, right? So I'm going to call this here, right? I'm going to call it got a couple of different names, but I've always called it, for some weird reason, a ghost strum. So it's when you you have to make the strum with the right hand, but you miss the strings, okay? So you don't hit the strings, so it'll be down, down, ghost, up, down, up. So you still have to go down, but you're not going to be hitting. It's going to be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So you don't hit that 3. It can feel a bit weird sometimes, unless you've already done it sometimes, a few times already. If not, it can feel a bit weird. But on that A minor chord, it's going to sound like this, right? Down, down, up, down, up. So I'm going to call out miss, right, for the ghost strum. So down, down, miss, up, down, miss, up, down, up. Okay, I'll try that again. Down, down, miss, up, down, up. So try and get that miss. What a lot of people do, they'll go down, down, up, down, up. They'll just keep their hand there. So they'll go down, down, wait, up, down, up. But this hand has got to be like a clock pendulum, kind of going back and forth at the same speed all the time. So it'll be down, down, S, up, down, up. So what we'll do, I'll just try that just on the A minor chord, and we'll just see if we can keep it going. Now I know for a few of you, this will be kind of like straightforward and easy. For some of you, it might be just too much too soon. If so, stick with the first strumming pattern. And for some of you, it might be a good little challenge. So, you know, whatever level you're at, just go with where you're at essentially, and the information that we've got. Okay, I got some questions, guys. I'm gonna answer some. Sorry, would you mind quickly showing the position of your index finger under the pick? I saw Justin's videos, but my pick still rotates when I'm strumming fast. So, I think if you're new to picking, first of all, go with a nice flexi pick, because that can be more forgiving. So strumming-wise, you can hold the pick in a couple of different ways. I kind of vary the way that I hold it. These days, generally, I'm gravitated more towards holding the pick like that, personally. Sometimes I'll still come out like this though. It's a personal thing. So long as you've got the finger kind of in that kind of vicinity there, I like holding it like this. But I know throughout this lesson I've been holding it like that. So I'll kind of vary it. There's no like one exact correct way. And in my experience, you can't completely and utterly eliminate the plectrum from moving whilst you're strumming. So what you've got to do, you've got to get good at like manipulating, moving the pick back into position whilst you're strumming. So I'm pretty sure I've told you this story before, but around about 2008, I was living in London at the time. And I always remember the pick kind of like, oh, it'd always be a little bit of a bother when it moves, this, that, and the other. But I'm pretty sure I come across these Dunlop picks with this kind of super grip on the plectrums. I thought, oh, I'll have those. So I bought a bag of those thinking, oh, that'll be brilliant. You know, the plectrums just won't move. And I bought them, started playing with them, and I was like, oh man, these are no good, because what I realized was when the pick moved, which it did, although a lot less, I couldn't manipulate it back into position. I was like, it was out of position. I was like, oh, I couldn't get it back into position, which was when I first realized that obviously I need to be able to move it around. So, you know, you can always just go out and about. If you're taking like your dog for a walk, or if you're on a bus, or if you're waiting in a queue somewhere, just have a pick in your pocket and see if you can like move it around. So see how the nib is kind of like just moving around. I'm just manipulating it like that. So if you kind of try and go two ways, the one way is generally easier than the other way, I find. And then back there. So then if you find, like, for example, you know, your pick has moved completely and utterly like that, you can always like start like that and then strum a chord. Just try down strums first, and then you can see my thumb moving, and what I'm doing there, as I'm doing the down strums, I'm just moving it back into position the way I just showed you. Then maybe try down, I'll start again there, you try down, down. I'll do a nice close-up so you can kind of see how it goes, right? I'll go from here, so I'll start like that, where I'm holding the nib, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. There it is, and I've got it there. So it's always going to move. It's always going to move, but it's your ability to just manipulate it. So the more you the more you're conscious of this, the more you can practice it as you're strumming. And again, you can just practice it whenever you're waiting somewhere, whenever you're a bit bored, just getting it back in place. And when you do, try not to use the other fingers as well. Try to keep it like just within those two fingers there. So yeah, but in regards to holding the plectrum, maybe if I was holding this, my main plectrum here, if I was holding that, I would definitely be holding it more like that. Sometimes with these, I change grips kind of frequently, but with these ones, I might be a little bit more like that. A bit more like that. Sometimes it'll flatten out like that as well. I know that, so anywhere in this vicinity. But yeah, okay, so yeah, back to the strumming pattern, guys, all right? So strumming pattern again was going to be down, down, miss, up, down, up. All right, so we'll go through the chords now then. The A minor, F major 7, C, and G with the strumming pattern. So this is the level 3, which is basically how the song is played. You're going to get a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Notice I'm putting a transition strum in again. So the transition strum there, I'm still putting that in, just because up to speed, you're going to need that, I think. So down, down, miss, up, down, up. So if you want to take it one little step further, another thing that I like to do is when you're strumming, right, we've got the lower register, which I'd consider the lowest 3 strings in regards to sound, and the upper register, which are the highest 3 strings. So when you're strumming, you don't, when you first start off, you're going to be hitting all the strings like that, right? That's hitting all the strings all the time. Maybe what you want to do, if that's straightforward, start thinking about what strings, what part of what register, the lower register or the higher register you're going to be hitting. So for this song, I'd quite like to, I'm pretty sure, let me just double check it. So it's just, I like to hit this first one here. I like to hit that first strum there in the lower register, just in the lower register. So I'm not hitting just the one single note, I'm hitting a couple, maybe 2, if it's the A minor, maybe 3. I'm not like super duper worried if I hit like 2 or 3, but I might hit, if I slow it down, on the F. So actually, just looking at that a little bit closer again, I think it's going to be more lower register on that one there. This one here, so I'm going to write the word full there, so I'm hitting all the strings on there, and then these 3 here, you can try the upper. So obviously if you're not used to these chords, just work on the chords, hit all the strings. So this is just for those of you again that want to take it a little step further, just to add a little bit more texture in your strumming. So lower register with the down strum, all the strings on the second, and then up, down, up, the higher register. So let's give that a little strum through really slow on the A minor, right? So I'm going to go lower register, all the strings, then kind of the upper register. F chord, F major 7. C chord. And the G chord. So all together, I play a bit more up to speed. Do with the first set of chords as well, which we were playing. So you can mix and match all the parts that we've done today as well. You can take the first couple of chords, you can take this last G from level 2, play the A minor like this, play your F like this if you can already do it, the C like this, and then rather than going to this G, it's interchangeable, right? You can go from this G, this C to that G there. So you could go So you can also use like the first strumming pattern with this as well if you're finding that kind of ghost strum a little bit difficult. So into the verse, that's going to be the intro and the chorus there. So into the verse, same thing, but with the same chord, right? So A minor. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you play that through and through. Last but one time around, you're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, and then to the G. And then the last time around, if you remember, it goes A minor, 2, 3, 4. F, and then on the C we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then back into the etc, etc. And I think that is pretty much all of the parts there. So like I said, don't forget, if you want to play along with the actual original music, you've got to put a capo on fret 1. Cool. So have we got any questions, guys? Anyone, any questions? Anything you'd like me to repeat or anything like that? If so, just pop some bits and bobs in the chat for us. Also, guys, I'm just gonna, whilst we're in the chat, I'm just gonna let's have a look. Okay, just before I forget, because I'm so forgetful in these clubs, I'm just going to share my donation link. So if you've enjoyed the lesson, please consider sending a little donation over to JustinGuitar. That'd be super appreciated. Thank you in advance. So okay, so let's answer some questions. So I'm just wondering why the high E is okay in the mini F. I thought F. Wait. I thought F normally doesn't have an E. So don't forget, we're not actually playing a straight F chord in this song. We're playing what's called an F major 7, all right? So again, it's more theory stuff, right? Why is it an F major 7? So if you join Justin's theory course straight after this, you can learn all about this theory stuff. Theory is kind of, it's really cool. It just explains a lot of stuff, essentially. So that high E, in the context of an F chord, just to keep things simple, is what we call a 7th note. And it turns the F, which would normally be that, right? That's an F, which is the 1. You turn it into that 7 there. So don't forget, like I said, you can always play an F to an F major 7. You can always play like an F, interchange with an F major 7, then you can go to a C. Nice little trick as well I like to do with the F major 7 or any F chord. Take off that second finger and add this second note. Sounds so nice. So you can interchange that. But anyway, that's off the topic. So sorry about that. Okay, so I need to start playing with some Tom Petty stuff. Okay, so Justin's going to be online, guys, in 15 minutes. So I'm not going to keep you too long because you're probably going to want to grab a cup of tea and everything, or a cup of coffee, depending on what time it is, time of day it is, before you start that class there. So it says here, I'll just answer this last question. I need to start playing some Tom Petty stuff. It was all around... yeah, it's genius. Tom Petty stuff is brilliant. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go there so you can have 5 minutes before Justin's lesson. Enjoy the session. It's going to be awesome. So have fun with this song. The recording will be up on the website soon. And I'll also put up that nice little additional bonus Tom Petty video. I'll put it up tomorrow because I've got time then. All right. Cheers again, guys. Take care. See you all soon. Bye-bye.